Hello folks, and welcome back to another, this time, commentary. I was going to do a commentary for Dragon Ball Evolution, which I still will, just don't know when. But, yeah, I figured why not do a random... commentary on Puppet Master 6, which, yeah, this one gets a bad rep right off the bat. A lot of people don't like this one. I can see why, because it is one of the... I have a soft spot for it, which I believe I did in my review. It's on BitChute, it's an old review, but I am thinking about doing more full moon films in this year sometime. I wanted to do Trancers 3, but of course I have to watch the first and second first. What are your full moon favorite franchises by Charlie Band? Mine would be the Puppet Master for sure. Now I believe at the time this was made, I believe Charles Band had lost the rights to Puppet Master or something, I believe, but then, because like at the beginning here, the opening shots are of the puppets, they're in the movie, but then you see later on, they're just stock footage of other films. I never noticed that when I first watched this, and then when I was watching reviews of other people's takes on this film, and oh yeah, I'm like, oh, because they don't really do a whole lot of stop motion in this, actual stop motion in this, really, if you think about it. And the continuity in this franchise is all over the place. I mean, they don't explain... I mean, they do, but, like, they don't explain where Rick is, because this can't be a prequel to 4 and 5. Because then it's like, where's the puppet that was made in this movie? How come he's not with the others? So, you know. But yeah, we have this Dr. Magrew or Magoo, whoever his name is. We have him. Alright. But yeah, he's driving off because he wants to get rid of something in the chest. And what is it? We don't know. This movie likes to use Dutch angles a lot, which I'm not a fan of. I don't have a problem with it, but like, it's not really anything interesting when you do it multiple times in a film. Yes, I did review the first 2 Puppet Master on the channel. I do want to do the rest. If anything, I might do 4 and 5 in just one video. So that might be one heck of a video. One long heck of a video. Because they're basically the same film. Because they were shot at the same time. And they just spliced them into 2 films. Because it's like, really, 5 you don't even need to really watch. Because it's just the same story. It's like I know a lot of people make jokes. It's like the Power Rangers episodic thing. The villain in that, Emotep or whatever. I love how they want to try to make this dark. What is he burning in the chest? I'll just say right now, the chick in this movie is hot. Like, she's like the best thing in this movie. Granted, you don't really care much about her character, but you know. Curse of the Puppet Master. See, they're already using footage of other films. Of 4. And 5. Starring George Peck. And 3. Emily Harrison. Josh Green. Is he related to Tom Green? See? Better animation than the other films. And they didn't have as much money. But this one, like... I don't know what to call this, really. Like I'm not ranting against the film, but like... I hate how they use stock footage like the other films. Because they like try to... You know, sucker you into... Oh, but then if you watch the other film and you pay attention to the footage and to the actions of the puppets in those other films, you'll notice, wait, that's the same thing he did in the other film, or same movement he did in the other film. And we're getting if anything, this might be out of sync, because if you wanted to watch this, I started it at 22 seconds because, yeah. So, and also, my internet's a bit crappy, so it was buffering at this moment. Yeah, this came out in 1998, and it gets a 4.1 on IMDb. Pretty much an unsuspecting woodcarver goes to work for an evil collector of living puppets. I guess he's evil. Evil, I guess. Evil. Oh my god. Dr. Magrew. Or Magrew. I'm calling him Magrew. Who is looking for his next victim by transferring the soul of another unsuspecting person into one of his puppets. Wow, Google gave away the, you know. I don't know where this would fit in the continuity. I really don't. It was written by 2 people. It's a standalone sequel that promptly revived the series. No, it didn't. If anything, it hurt the series. So we have the scene with the doctor, professor guy, and the daughter who's home from college. So yeah. So we meet our main character, Tank, who is looked at as the town idiot and not too bright. Hey, Tank! The gas person. His voice, hey, Tank! Like, what? He's not even... Why do they call him Tank when he's not even, like, bulky or... Fill her up. We guys love our cars that much to fill them up. I'm sorry. That guy, like... How'd he even trip him? It looks like he didn't even... That makes no sense. The way it was shot, like it showed him tripping him, but he only had one foot blocked. Grandpa. That guy, that doctor man, he's old. What is he going to do? The guy plays the town bully. He's a decent bully actor. Wow. That gas owner guy is rude. He's so oblivious, like, Tank, what are you doing on the ground? Get up. Do you not hear what the guys were calling him and taunting him? He yells at him. He did the bullies. And now I guess she has the hots for Tank. Oh, he can carve very well. Even why are you sorry? That's the only thing that made me chuckle. What is it supposed to be? What did he carve? Because we can't see it. It's supposed to be a horse, possibly. Because the camera is like zoomed in on it, and we can't even see what it's supposed to be because the guy is holding it a certain way. Come over here, boy. He's not black. You don't have to... He had a name called Tank. What's your name, boy? If he was black, it'd be the, you know, Robert Winstead. Oh, Weasley. Fresh back from college. How old is he supposed to be? Well, it doesn't matter because she's in the college, so it's okay. I'm not a real doctor, but it's an honor. I love that. My name's Dr. Magrew. I'm not a real doctor, but it's an honor. I would like to invite you to my home where my daughter, fresh from college, is staying with me. Even though I don't know you, just based off this one creation, I'm willing to let you stay there. Again, it's like I guess it's supposed to be a guy on a horse. I mean, that's what it looks like mainly. He doesn't even know this guy, and he's gonna invite him to his home in one day. What? Have you never met him before or something? He lives in a museum. This is waxwork. If only a way better film, way superior film. Well, at least part 2 is. Why'd she touch him like that? Her hand literally went near his butt almost. What was that? And the dad didn't catch that, I guess. She's touched. This doctor's odd. Like, you should already know your daughter's like, a grown woman and attractive for sure. And I don't want any man showing her any affection, even though she goes away to college. Don't know what she's doing there. Leech woman who was supposed to be dead in the rest of the film. There are no strings. That looks like good food. Man. Ma'am. Jane. Okay, your name's Jane, my name's Dick. Now we're using stock footage on those puppets. Do they eat? They had to cut away from Tumblr really fast. In that stock footage. Well, I didn't make them, I found them. And here we go with the buffering. How do you know? Where's Torch? I don't think he's harmless. Or gentle. So this doctor guy, he found these puppets at an auction, and he bought them. And I guess they were already alive. And he's been trying to duplicate how they're alive. But, okay, so was some of the formula with them in the trunk? Or, because how would he know what or how to clear away. He's not a big guy. Like, why do they keep... Aren't you that big old boy? Because, like, one, he's not a boy. And two, he's not a big guy. Like... Skip it, skip it. Magrew. We'll find. Wow. This town is so, like, full of douchebags. There's people standing, like, behind the cans that 6-shooter is shooting. How are those... He's knocking them off the bench, but yet the bullets don't hit the people? How does that work? And why is that not, There's no reporters? Now I heard... Ew, Blade looks not good. Now I heard there's boom mics in this film, so I'm trying to look for them. Wow. What can you do? He is the sheriff. The young boy selling tickets. What happened to you? There you go. All the time. She gave me a call. Well, that guy, that deputy in the back, like, he's standing all close to him, too, like, making sure he don't make no sudden movements. Blow your brains out. Why didn't you say you drove him? You should have said that you drove him to the train station instead. Don't say he walked on foot. You should have said you drove him to the... That's less suspicious. But you don't know, so... So yeah, so now the sheriff is questioning Dr. Magrew, about his old assistant that disappeared mysteriously. I wonder if that will lead to anything. There we go with the Dutch book angles a bit. Somebody just move in the background of the window. And they caught that on camera and they didn't try to edit that out. Or do a retake. Nope. If I were to say which is my favorite Puppet Master flick, it would probably be 2, and I like 4 and 5. I like 4 more than 5, but I have a soft spot for 5. So he's given him these directions on how to carve a puppet or whatever. These blueprints. You put your heart and soul into it. Oh, just your soul, okay, not your heart. It will live. No, it won't. When do you think you can begin? Right now. Even though it's late. And that's a creepy painting. It's pretty cool, but it's a creepy painting and randomly just there. This movie has a lot of downtime, like not a lot happens. Again, they're showing him carving a puppet. Just remember that. They're showing him carving a puppet. Literally carving it. So it's not, I don't see anything else. And here we go with the buffering. Okay. This is way too much time showing him carving the puppet. Okay, now it fades out like a TV movie. I can't tell how good it is. Who's Matt? Oh yeah. Once. But you're different. Sir? Because he can't talk, that's why. I love how this doctor's philosophy. Look at Blade over there. You can't... What's he... I forget what he even said. Tells no lies. But he doesn't talk. Huh? Uh-oh, the doctor's already concerned. She's showing concern for his health, of him being tired, of carving all night long. I don't like that. She's touching his arm. This doctor guy. And here we have the first indication of what the story is really about. A reverse Pinocchio thing. Very lame. Okay, I have my legs. They're not wooden. Again, why do they call him Tank? He's not... He's not like a Roman Reigns or a John Cena. Yeah, I would call John Cena more of a tank than this guy. Here we go with the carving stuff again. That's what we're here for. We want to see some carving of the puppets. Nothing else. And here comes Hottie Pants. Really? Ow! It's not perfect. I can't use it. There's blood all over it. Can't you just cover that up with... whatever. Aren't you gonna paint that anyway? Isn't you gonna paint it anyway? Just paint over the blood. It's okay. That is unnecessary. She's like, you have big hands. And then he says, it comes with the rest of me. What does that mean? What, I get what it, but why would you say that? What was the meaning of him saying that? Other than to, like, stroke your ego. Like, what? That doesn't even sound like a thing that the character would really say. Everybody's got a brain. Huh. Kids with brains, some of them won't amount to anything. Okay. She be falling for dudes real hard. Very fast, too. Like, what? You don't even know this guy. Maybe been in there for like a couple days. Why is she into him? Oh, he's been there for a month? I couldn't tell. They don't even... Did she say he's been there for a month? And this is like the first time they really interacted alone? Ew, tongue. It fades out. Bull! Somehow I don't think my dad would understand that I'm legally age. Wait, why is that bed moving? I can't tell if... Okay, which part was the dream that started? Very done. I'll leave you two alone. Oh. Ew. She had a dream that he was her teacher. Or she was his. Oh, so I guess that wasn't a dream when he kissed her. Hey, I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. Bye. Again. Gorgeous girl and for sure, but she like falls for this dude too fast. Like even a month. Like there's no way they haven't interacted like certain times alone since he's been there. Like what? This is like the very first few times they've been alone to interact with, hang out. I lied to you. I just wanted to hang out with you. I like going to driving with you. Let's go by the lake and do what? Who knows and who cares? Where's this lake at? Golden legs. It's the bridge to Terabithia. Buried garbage over here. Who dug it up? There's a small... He found a doll's hand in the burning thing that we saw the doctor burn in the beginning of the movie. What's that about? I wonder what happened to Matt. Huh? I thought you destroying it. It's acting from this girl. Or this scene, like she's like okay in most of the scenes, but like this one where she's confronting like the town bully. It's not really you can't use that word these days. You'll get canceled. What am I like? Beep beep. Beep beep, Richie. Oh. I love how his dudes just stood there while he got pushed onto the car. They didn't even react, really, until, oh, you gotta choke him out and then we'll help. Why didn't they start beating on him? There's 3 of them and 1 of him. Like, they could have went for the leg or... Nope. We're just going, oh, okay, you let him go. And then he ran off. Hey, dude, you okay? So now they're going back to the house, or... yeah, house/museum. the way he fell onto the Jeep. Oh my god. You don't understand. When I held him against the car, it wasn't me. It had nothing to do with you. I just wanted to choke him out. I just lost control. Oh, look at her hand on his leg. Oh no. Oh no. She sealed his fate. Well, looks like my daughter is having feelings for you, so I guess I need to start planning your departure. This neat, gentle boy. Why do you keep calling him a boy? He's not a boy. He's a man. Literally looks like, what, maybe 27, 28. Possibly 29. But he's a boy in everyone else's mind. Okay. Or eyes, okay. We'll go with that. Because that's this movie's logic, a character for him. That makes no sense. He says he'd rather die than that side of him come out again, but then, whatever. You know. I don't see any, you know, boom mics. I have not seen one. This movie looks like a TV movie. Here we go to goofy Dutch angles. What is with this director and his Dutch angles? Like, I don't get it. Just because I used that in part 5, like. Jeff Burr was a better director than this guy. Whew. You literally see. Why did he break his hand off? All he did was stomp on Pinhead. I don't get it. That's why he's dead. Why don't you pick him up? You're just gonna leave him outside. No, we won't, but I gotta get you inside. For what? We're going out for a little ride. How do you know where this guy lives? This town bully, Mr. Doctor Magrew. How do you know where this guy lives? Wait, she said Pinhead was dead. So how is he able to come back just because Tank fixed him? Oh, I guess, is this where he decides to get the idea of robot puppetry instead? Just by that one little thing. This makes no sense. He doesn't use the form. Where's the formula? Again. Where's the stuff that they shoot the puppets with? Why did it fade out like that? A dramatic zoom in on the doctor's face and it fades out. And he's at this guy's house. How do you know where this guy lives? Were you gonna pay him a visit ever before any of this? Very weird. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy gets off on workouts, apparently. That stance. You can tell they're on a little wheel thing with the puppets. You can tell they're not really walking, because they're like wiggling. This guy is very odd in his kinks of... Ew. I don't want to hear this guy moan during workouts. What was that noise? This movie is really boring, I gotta say. Yet I have a soft spot for it. I don't know why. Possibly because of the hot daughter, I guess. But then she's not in she's not in enough. So, and plus, puppets are not used very well. Well, you can even tell it. Tumblr's legs aren't even moving at all. What did he do? I guess he cut his forehead or cut his eyes, but he didn't even. That makes no sense. Okay, so Blade cut the guy's eyes, even though it cuts to the guy and his eyes aren't even cut, but then he covers them, and then when he sits up, then they're all bloody, I guess. That was a terrible edit. They shouldn't have showed. Whatever. That makes no sense of how he is still alive. Why is Pinhead alive? If he died from, what's the name? Being stomped on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to rewind. I need to rewind this scene. I swear, she's holding Pinhead, and then it cuts to him not being held by her, but moving, like he's in a different location. I swear. And they kept that in this movie because that makes no sense. There's no way she would have let him down that fast. See, they kept... I can't believe that. Okay, so there's a scene in this where she's holding Pinhead, and then it cuts... She's holding him, but then it cuts to Pinhead, like, literally a second later, just standing. It's weird. Like, oh my god, they kept that in this movie. Why did you have to cut away? Why cut away from her if you're gonna show her holding him, and then she literally like she slowly puts him, not even off the camera like shot. Is very odd. This movie is atrocious in its editing at times. And there they go, making out again. You could stay tonight in my room, even though my dad will probably be up doing stuff. Why is he... What? I don't know. I thought you said you could... I thought she said you could stay. Why would you leave? You are a goofball. I'm sorry if she gave me the opportunity. I'm saying. Plus, if that guy like tries to attempt to like come back in our window again, like what? And now he's he wants to confirm at I guess they did whatever, but that was like a different whatever. It's about Tank, or about Robert. Somehow, without the formula. Oh no. Oh no. But the younglings. I killed the sand people. I killed the men. And not just the men, but the women. And the children too. That is what this scene is. Because he is basically confirming and trying to get her to not fall for this Robert guy. And now that she's confirming and confessing her feelings for him, he's like, okay, I don't want you to date him. Oh no. Don't get too attached. Oh, please. This acting is not anything amazing. Or good. It's just okay. That's all. Okay. Oh, he looks like a zombie. The fuck? Yeah, I was there. I was there. How she hear him from all the way? How did he hear her from all the way where he was? He's quite ill. You ain't calling no doctor. He said not to worry. There's a flu going around. He's not a big boy. I don't even think they mentioned too long in this movie either, which is what you have the trunk. I would assume his stuff was in there, but then this guy, I guess he must have not used it because he must have not used the formula. I guess there was no formula in that trunk, or a journal was too long and how he did the reanimation. This movie's writing, like, it doesn't make any sense. I think it'd be better if if something were to happen to Robert, you're not here. What? Why? Wouldn't she want to be there if um this girl is a goofy as well. She's so I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. We had the two stupid police officers that got show up and die in lame fashion. You know, I would say this movie, though I don't hate it, not like I hate Retro Puppet Master, which I'm dreading to watch and review, but what? Oh, I did rule it out. Okay. Alright, so now the sheriff found a dead body of a town bully, and now he's questioning his cronies. This guy that he looks like a a knockoff member of NSYNC. I swear. Like, he literally has the hairstyle of them. What? Really? Why are you guys just gonna stand there? There's two of you against one deputy. That freak show. I think you broke my nose even though it's not bleeding. Oh! Alright, folks. Now we're getting to the climax of the film, almost. Everything is coming together. Tank is sick, but now he's awoken, tied up to a table. Phew. I mean you no harm. That was in the past. And your future is in this machine. I understand. How's that dummy moving its eyes? The cameraman's shadow caught onto the doctor's shoulder. They shouldn't have showed that. Why did they have the cameraman literally run up to the doctor and then his shadow turned onto showed up? Like, why didn't you just do a zoom in? But no. Weird camera angles and weird camera stuff. Why didn't you call for backup? You reacted too late. I got a hook in my ankle, but I'm gonna look down first and then, This movie's editing. Blade is not moving his legs when he walks. Why is that guy... Why is he going like this when Tumblr is drilling into his forehead? Wouldn't he just be like that? And not just like he's rocking out? He's at a heavy metal concert or something? This movie barely has any gore. Like the gore effects that it has aren't really up to anything interesting, really. See, that was a good cutaway where they, you know. Although that's not. Why? They're not even touching him. And the backgrounds of this place do not match what the footage is showing of the puppets. Like, you can clearly tell their stock footage of the other films, because this house or museum backgrounds and carpets are not. Well, I'd be the last, certainly be the last person to, you know. Three movies total, the puppets turn on the villain, which makes no sense. Because they've been doing this in the whole entire time, and then they decide, oh, this guy's a douchebag the whole time, so I guess we gotta change our tune. Like, what? Makes no sense. I thought the whole deal was whoever they're serving, they have to serve no matter what. It's like very odd that they decide to. They know, like, they willingly were killing people, like, to begin with, and then they want to turn babyface. What? No, Tom and Burke. Tom and Jerry. What's this voice on the other line of the phone? Almost a year. She knows now. Okay, why is she stopping at this site? That makes no sense. You're trying to get home, and then you take a detour to the site where, like, why? Why are you doing this? What does this have to do with anything? Nothing. What made her come to the conclusion to one, she knows, like, her dad is being shady because he lied and made her go on an errand that didn't need to be ran. And then you take a detour to, you know, this place where you didn't want to. So now you found a burnt puppet that is still alive, which makes no sense. Which is basically. I mean, that's a creepy looking puppet. I would like to know well, I already know the backstory of it. It's basically that Matt guy that he fired. You know. But I guess, who cares? Because that's not what we're trying to do here. How's that work? How's that even happening? Why is he getting electrocuting energy? How's this happening? And why did he what? How did his whole body just decide to vanish, and now it's inside this robot puppet that he can't, I guess he can't talk? How do you even know what they're, saying? Oh, I guess that. We want to kill you now because you... I don't get it. And here we go again with the repetitive line delivery. It's too late. Why are you just letting them attack you? Stop saying you don't understand, Doctor. He grabs a little tiny hammer. Don't make me hurt you. Hey, he dropped. He nonchalantly just decided to... Like, what? This is so bad of a climax. It makes no sense. They break rules of, you know, the puppets being alive, and then how you even reanimate them, and then putting souls into, literally, you decide to put a soul, a tanker Robert soul into a little, literally a puppet robot tank thing that, and his entire body, I guess, also with his soul, is inside that puppet slash robot tank. That makes no sense at all. It's just like randomly electric or energy is being sucked out of him and into the... It makes no sense. This movie makes no sense. And it's making me repetitive. Alright, so Hot Jane is in the... Lord have mercy. That line delivery. Oh my god! Oh my god, what have you done? I did it. He wants to kill him. He's like, oh. You put me in this. I wonder if they just ran out of money or something, because... And then it just ends. Robert turns to the doctor, and then he, I guess, shoots him with that same energy that he was being sucked into the puppet robot slash tank thing. This movie is atrocious in its editing and at times. I will say that. Character, you know, whatever. It's not really anything to go off of. I mean, the Jane character is not really memorable, except for her looks. I mean, she seems like a decent person, but a bit too, a little bit naive in terms of falling for this tank guy that she's only known for like a month. And then the fact that, like, this doctor guy, like, yeah, I'm gonna just move this town, people consider him a town, not too bright. I'm gonna move him into my home, where my daughter, fresh from college, is staying with me, and I'm pretty sure nothing will happen. But okay. And if something does happen, then I know what to do, and then the puppets will still just go along with it. But then no, they won't, because then they decide to go babyface and try to kill the doctor, which makes no sense. And then I guess Tank is Robert's so mad Because, you know what? You put me in this thing, and then... Or in this puppet body. Robot puppet. So now I'm going to kill you. And then it will end abruptly with Jane saying, Robert, no! No! And she does a sonic scream. Or a siren scream. And then it ends and cuts to black and then credits. And then I'm like, what? So yeah, I don't know if maybe they ran out of money or something. I mean, the effects in this are not really legit. Again, the editing at times, and most of this movie, or throughout this movie, especially certain scenes, are atrocious. Just absolutely, across the board, atrocious. The effects, you know, whatever. But, and when the puppets are actually there, like, it's not used good it's not, they don't even use stop motion with these puppets, ever. Unless it's, I believe, the other movies, stock footage. But yeah, the acting was just okay to, what was that? Yeah, I gotta say, I wouldn't say it's one of the better, you know, Puppet Master films, but I don't know, I have a soft spot for it, but it's still, it's just okay. It's not one of the worst ones, I'm sorry, not to me. To me, the worst, very, very worst one is, Retro Puppet Master, because that one just really, the effects in that are just really, really, really atrocious, to where they were being lazy. Where this one, granted, they're being lazy about it, but like, there's some bits of a decent idea in there of this guy being transferred into a puppet. That would have been interesting, but they don't. But then to look at the film, it even looks like a TV film, or made for TV. So it's not. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. Please give this video a thumbs up, a like. Let's see if we can get this to 60 likes. Yeah, right. Let alone 10 or 20 with 30. Let's see if we can get to just 30. Yeah, comment down below what your favorite in the franchise is and what your least favorite is. I have seen the reboot, you know, the Littlest Reich. I didn't mind it. I will be reviewing that as well as the other films. When? I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned for more commentaries and reviews.